Well, this is a video I wanted to upload and record, a video I wanted to record and upload a while ago, but, I just didn't do it because, okay, I've been really busy. Sorry for no videos recently. I've been, really busy doing stuff. Anyways, this is me talking about my idea for how I think Jeffy's 21st birthday should go, because I just looked at the date. I did not realize how soon it was. Oh my gosh, it's about to be here. I really hope that the birthday video this year isn't ass and that it's actually good. Last year's video was pretty good, so I'm really hoping it's good, and these are my thoughts and how I think Logan should do the video. Yeah, let's get to it.
My name's Jeffy. Like the peanut butter?
Now, knowing Logan, I hope he does not go the route of, well, Jeffy's 21, so let's do a video where he goes to the bar, he gets drunk with Marvin and Brooklyn guy, and he does some stupid shit like crash a car. I really, really hope he doesn't do that, because that would be stupid and such a waste of an opportunity to do something really good. However, I also have hope that he won't do that, because most of Jeffy's birthday videos are pretty serious, and they're involved with his lore and his plot, and they're serious and important videos. So I hope Logan goes the route of doing that and not just, hey, Jeffy's gonna do dumb shit because he's drunk, lol. Please don't do that, please. Anyways, I do get a little bit of inspiration for my idea from Jeffy's 20th birthday, but I don't want it to be copied off of that, because you know what happened with Jeffy's 19th birthday. It was just copied from his 18th birthday, and it wasn't as good, and yeah. Anyways, this is my idea. I think that because Jeffy's 21, Marvin and Brooklyn guy, they're hanging out with him. They're like, yo, Jeffy, it's your 21st birthday. You're like, well, I wouldn't say an adult, but you're 21. That's a big milestone for people. How about me and Brooklyn, we take you out and we go to the bar and, we have a few drinks and we hang out, something like that. So Jeffy ends up going with them. And then once they actually get to the bar, Jeffy, they all get a drink or like a beer or something. And Jeffy just kind of looks at it and he debates drinking it. Then he gets some flashbacks of his mother, drinking and beating him and yelling at him. And then, he just starts freaking out at the bar. He's just screaming and freaking out. He's like, I need to go home right now. Daddy, take me home. And Marvin is kind of confused. He's like, well, what's going on? We just came here, to get a few drinks. Why are you freaking out? Brooklyn doesn't know what's going on. So they eventually end up leaving and Marvin's just like, dude, what was that? And Jeffy's just freaking out because he's like, no, I don't want alcohol. I don't want it. Even though he's going with the idea of drinking it earlier. And Marvin is confused. He has no idea why he's doing this. So Marvin and Rose, they're trying to talk with Jeffy, trying to get him to calm down. And then, Jeffy is just freaking out and there's more flashbacks with his mom or something like that. And Marvin and Rose are trying to talk with him and calm him down. And then, Jeffy tells him oh, hey, my real mommy, she used to drink and, she was a really bad person. She hit me, she yelled at me and, I don't want to be like her. I don't want to become that. So I'm scared, he's scared of alcohol, he doesn't want to drink it. So this leads to the episode where Marvin and Rose basically just have to talk to Jeffy and tell him, hey, it's all right to drink. And just because you drink, it doesn't mean you're going to be a bad person and blah, blah, blah. And, they're trying to logically explain to him this and that. But Jeffy is just really terrified. He's just going to become like his mom if he drinks any type of alcohol. So he just doesn't want to drink it. And also, I think there would be a funny joke in there where it's well, you've been around Brooklyn guy when he's drunk and you don't freak out when that happens. And Jeffy's just yeah, but I've seen Brooklyn guy drunk a lot of times and he's just kind of sad and pathetic, so I'm not really worried about that. I don't know, this is a stupid idea I had. But yeah, so the episode is basically just Marvin and Rose explaining to Jeffy, how alcohol works. You shouldn't drink too much of it, obviously, and then blah, blah, blah. And, more lore stuff with his mom. Don't bring Nancy back, though. She's dead. She stays dead. I hate the plot where, character dies and then they come back and then they die. Nancy's dead. We've established she's dead. The only time we should see her is in flashbacks or dreams. She's dead. She's dead. She's not coming back. And, the episode ending, they could go two ways, It could come to the conclusion that Marvin's like, you know what, Jeffy? You're a grown man. You don't have to drink alcohol if you don't want to, I'm not going to force you to drink it. But if you ever did want to drink it, there's nothing wrong with that. And, it's completely fine if you drink it as long as you don't have too much. And, drinking alcohol doesn't automatically make you a bad person, Or two, it could end with, Jeffy understanding and being like, oh, okay. And then, eventually having some alcohol with Marvin and Brooklyn guy again at the bar. And then, Jeffy realizes, hey, I didn't become a bad person after I drank this, so it's fine. So either way, it could have a good ending to it, where Jeffy realizes something, he learns something, and it's a good ending for him. And again, I really hope Logan doesn't go the route of, well, he's 21, so he wants to drink alcohol and be stupid, and he gets arrested or a DUI or something, and it's stupid shenanigans. I feel like my idea is okay, not to sound like I'm glazing myself, but I feel like it's the optimal way to go about it. Because think about it, Jeffy has had so many incidences with alcohol and stuff in his childhood. He sees that alcohol is bad, you know? He's grown up knowing that alcohol is bad. When people are drunk, they do stupid things, they do reckless things. I can't remember off the top of my head if Jeffy has ever been drunk or drank before. I want to say no. And a lot of I've said this before in one of my previous videos, I can't remember which one it was. Some of the other characters like Junior, Joseph, Cody, you know, some other kid characters and stuff, they've talked about, you know, wanting alcohol or something, you know, because they want to be like a grown-up so-and-so. But like, Jeffy's never really outwardly expressed the want for alcohol before. So I think having alcohol be something that he either doesn't like or is afraid of is good for his character, because, you know, it makes a lot of sense. And also, now that I think about it, I think I'm leaning more towards the plot point of, you know, Marvin's trying to convince Jeffy to drink and, you know, be like, hey, you can have alcohol, blah, blah, blah. But then Marvin also comes to realize that, hey, he doesn't need to drink if he doesn't want to, you know? Marvin needs to realize Jeffy can choose not to do something, and then Jeffy also needs to realize that just because you do said thing, it doesn't make you a bad person. That's mostly what I'm getting at here. This video, it's a little shorter than I was expecting. I didn't have too much crazy things to add because, you know, it's kind of a simple concept, and then, you know, Logan could kind of just fill in and do whatever in the middle, because, like, I'm not gonna go over the entire, like, what all the dialogue would be, because, like, that would be kind of weird, I think. But yeah, this is my idea for Jeffy's 21st birthday. I think it makes sense for his character. I think the plot point is good. You could do a lot of things within that, you know, within that idea and such, you know? Anyways, let me know your thoughts and tell me what you think Jeffy's 21st birthday should be, because it's coming up really soon. I didn't even realize how close it was until I looked at the calendar today. I was like, oh my gosh, it's about to be here. So yeah, and I really hope that the video isn't disappointing. I hope it's a serious video, because if it's, like I said, if it's some dumb shit, I'm just gonna be annoyed, because again, you could really do something here. Anyways, I'm stuttering, I'm rambling. Goodbye, people, and yeah, give me your thoughts in the comments. Bye.
Jeffy, you're gonna don't hiss at me. Stop it. Jeffy, you stay in bed. You're not allowed to go outside, okay?